Hello everyone, my name is Meet Doshi and I am the instructor in the different kind of field. So here I am welcoming you all to the new series of the tutorials where we are going to understand about the Power BI. I am creating one course which is mainly related to the Power BI, and here you are going to learn many things regarding the dashboards and all. So let us first directly jump to the screens, and here I have prepared one the presentation. Let us jump to the screen. You can see on the screen that here is my first slide. What is the Power BI? Basically, Power BI is a very powerful tool and developed by Microsoft and mainly for the desktop or dashboard preparation, mobile app preparation, different visualization, reports, and the data set. So, what is the Power BI? It is the data visualization tool and business analytics tools which is provided by the Microsoft. Whenever you have the large number of the data and you want to analyze that, Excel has the limitation. So where the Excel limitation will start, Power BI will be helpful. It help us to provide interactive visualization, dashboards and reports with self-service capabilities. Here self-service capabilities means that whenever your data is getting updated, automatically your report will be updated. With this tool you can establish the connection with either Excel or any database, any kind of database like SQL database or any Wikipedia, Google Drive or anything. So wherever your data is there and you want to analyze it, the Power BI will be very, very helpful for you. First of all, you may ask that who will use this Power BI? Yes, so technical or the data analyst professional who wants to pursue their career in terms of the analysis of the data, they are utilizing more. But it should not be limited to these professions only, but it can be utilized by different peoples where they want to analyze the bulk number of the data. And it is really very, very easy within the one clicks. If your dashboard is created, you can take the very hard decision easily. So either it is non-IT person also, you are going to have a very good understanding. So here I am showing you the examples first of all, so that you can understand what kind of things you are going to prepare or the create. So you can see on the screen that there are the P&L report, account P&L report, gross margin statement. This is the report you can create by yourself. This is the report. Yes, this is the report like sales versus profit, profit by country. This kind of complex but interactive and easily helpful for decision making. This kind of report you are going to create. I hope you are getting my point. And if you are here till now, you are good to go. Be with the course and happy learning. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime in the question answer session. I am going to help you anytime wherever you are going to stuck up. Feel free to ask and enjoy learning. Thank you. Hello everyone. Let us now begin our journey to learn the Power BI. To learn the Power BI, it is most required to have install in your PC or your laptop. So how you are going to do? Let us directly jump on the screen and let me show you how you can proceed. First of all, you may have to go to the Google. Just write down download Power BI for desktop. You can see that one link will be visible which is from the Microsoft. Don't forget to open just Microsoft link only. No other link is recommended. So once you click on this, you can see that here based on your language selection, you have to select the language and just press the download button. It will be downloaded and it will be available in your download folder. Now what you have to do, you have to just right click on that and proceed for the installation. Once the all the process has been completed like installation, if you have any query you can ask me. I am not showing you right now because it is already installed in my PC. So you have to proceed for all the installation steps by clicking next and at the end the finish. It will be automatically installed and the shortcuts will be created on your desktop and automatically the Power BI will be opened on your screen. So by this way you can download the Power BI. But for the requirement purpose, it must required at least 2 GB of the RAM and good amount of the storage so that your Power BI will work smoothly on your PC. If you have less RAM or no storage is available, it may possible that Power BI will be stuck up. It is better to have a utilization of the proper RAM and the storage. Once it is done, it will be opened up and look like this. So currently what we are going to do, we are not going to go in the technical details, but just I am clicking on the blank report, which you can see that there is multiple things are available. If you are familiar with the Excel, many of the things you may find that it is similar to the Excel. Just to brief that this will be the toolbar where different tools will be available. Right side different visual tabs are available. Here as same as the Excel, like in the Excel you may find the sheet 1, sheet 2. Here it is available as a page 1, page 2, page 3 and all. So by this way you have to install the Power BI. Before proceeding to the next lecture, I recommend you to first download, install and complete this step so that in future you can have a proper learning right way. So from the next tutorial we will move and proceed further. Hello everyone. So now let us understand different features, basic features which are available in the Power. Let us jump to the Power BI screen. Here we are going to understand about what are the different tabs or the fields are available, which will be many a times you are going to utilize. So here on the top side, which is called as a toolbar, here you can see that home tab, insert, modeling tabs are there. Under the home tabs, basic facilities like cut, copy, paste, format painter, same as the Excel is available. Another things to import the different datas, how you are going to import the datas, then the transforming the datas like it is a table query or the power queries, then inserting few of the text box or the visuals, the basic calculations, and if you want to publish and share, these are the different tools are available under the home tab. In the insert tab, there will be the if you want to add the new page, different new visuals, you are in want to interact with the Power Automate or Power Apps, or like if you want to have a basic shapes or image you want to add, you can add it with the help of this insert tab. Under the modeling, it will be mainly useful for the basic calculations and the to create the relationship between the two tables. Don't worry, we are not going to deep dive currently, but in the consequent lecture, you are going to understand these things. Okay, just for understanding purpose, I am teaching you what are the basic things are available. Here you can change your views, you can put filter, bookmarks and all. Under the optimization tab, like refreshing and all, these are the things are available. Okay, on the right hand side, in some of the PC, it may possible that it will be collapse one. You have to expand it by clicking here. It is a small two arrow keys are available. You just click over here, it will be expanded. Here the data tabs is available where whenever we are importing any data, the fields will be available over here. Okay, here it is the visuals. We are going to select the particular visuals for our data and take these visuals to make the interactive charts and all. Here it is the page one is by default selected. Here our workout area where we are going to work around with the different things. So this is our report view. We can, you can also say that as a report view. So here when you click over here, it will be the table view. Although nothing is visible because we have not imported anything. When we import some things, the data will be appeared over here. This is the model view. If we have the two different tables are there, and if we want to connect two tables with particular field, here with the particular relationship we can utilize it over here. This is the DAX query view where we are going to put some codes whenever we required, and TMDL view we are not going to understand about more, but yes, it is available. So these are the different views are available. Here it is like currently showing desktop layout view. If you want to have a mobile view, you just have to click it over here. So this is the basic thing which I want to show you. Now, if you want to add one page, how you can add? So let us understand this. you have to go to insert tab. Under the insert tab, new page or blank page is available. Either you can directly click it over here, let us click it, and you also can click on the plus sign so that one by one the different pages will be available over here. I hope it is clear. So if I want to delete it, just press the cross sign, it will be deleted. If you want to rename it, like let's say summary chart or anything else, yes, you can put it like this way that it will be renamed. Currently, I'm not going to keep it, so let us delete. So these are the basic things which I want to teach you over here. This is the zoom in and zoom out, and this is the fit to page. If the data is too wide and it is outside of your screen limitation, we are going to utilize it over here. And this is for zoom in and zoom out. Currently you can see that nothing is visible. Yes, it is nothing because we have not prepared anything. Let us cancel it. I hope these basic things, this is just I want to have uh, just quick overview so that you can understand what are the different are available and you can at least familiar with the Power BI. I hope you are enjoying with me and also learning. All the best for the next session. Hello students, now we are moving to section 2. This is the fundamental and foundation for you. So I will tell you that you must have to focus on this section because in this section you are going to understand about how you can import your data, transform your data in the Power BI, and how you can clean up your data so that the data can be easily understandable. So without wasting time, let us directly jump to the screen. Okay. Now on the screen in the Power BI course, I have created few of the raw files, and the raw files there are total three Excel sheets are there. These all the Excel sheets I am going to share you as a resources section so you can download it. Now here, this is the first Excel which is mainly related to the global superstore where I have downloaded one data of the one particular superstore. So how many orders has been placed from the which region? You can see that in the sheets of orders there are multiple columns are there. One is row ID, second is order id, order date, then when the order has been shipped, by which mode the order has been shipped, what was the customer id and its name, and what was it the which was the segment, like is a consumer or corporate or home, and their address with the including state and country, and the regions are there, and which market your order has been gone or like delivered, what was the product ID and from which category, what was the product like subcategory, which particular product you have sold it, and how much sales you have generated, how much quantity, what was the discount has been given, net profit, and the shipping charge, including the order priority. So these are the these are the data where you can see that total 51,300, approximately 51,300 line items are there. So these are the bulk data. This is the benefit of the Power BI. So why we are using the Power BI? I hope you may have this question. Yes, you are correct. In the Excel, you can create the analysis report, but it may loading or it will not get interactive when your data is keep changing. So at that time, Power BI will be very, very helpful. So I hope you are getting why the Power BI will be super tool to analyze the data, large number of data. Okay. Now in the return sheet, there are the three columns. What are the ID has been returned, and from the which region the order has been returned. Now what are the different number of persons and from which regions are there. So these are the three sheets which we are going to load it. Now I am opening another sheet which is related to the comma separated value. Let me give you the brief understanding difference between XLSX and the comma separated values. So the sheets are similar. What are the datas which we show in the first sheet order? You can see that the same data is available over here. But here the data has been separated with the help of comma. no formatting, no formula, no coloring, anything, nothing. Yes, so without that, our data will be easy to load and quickly you can load it in the Power BI. Although the data is same, but this is the two sheets which I have in my Excel sheet format, like one is XLSX and another is CSV, that we are going to load it. So let us open our Power BI desktop. I hope in the section 1 you are able to download it and you have gone through few of the things which I discussed earlier lecture. Now, whenever your screen will be opened up, you may see that there are blank report button, then different tabs are there. Yes, you can load your data from different tools like one lake catalog, Excel workbook, like SQL server. Also, there are the sample data is there. You can practice it with the help of this button. And if you want to load your data from other sources, you may have to go over here. Yes, we are going to understand it later on, but now let us directly click on the Excel tab. Okay, and just select your file. Currently, I'm just loading Global Superstore XLSX, which we just saw. So until it is loading, let us wait for a minute. It is connecting the data with the Excel and all the three sheets which we were discussing. Like you can see that there are three sheets are being loaded. One is written. In the return, you remember how many columns were there? Yes, it is three columns were there. Under the people tab, there were the two columns were there. Under the order tab, different columns were there, and the data was looks like this. Now, if you want to load particular data, like only these two sheets you want to load, or three sheets you all the three sheets you want to load, yes, you can load it. Currently, we have just selected only one Excel. That's why it is showing only one Excel. If you have selected multiple, yes, it will be shown over here, and you have to click on the small arrow key to open the different sheets. Now, there are two buttons are there: load, transform data, and the cancel. If you want to cancel it, yes, it is like you have to press it over here, cancel. Now, what is the difference between load and the transform? It may possible that your data is not proper. You want to transform it in such a way that your data looks easy to understand. Like let's assume that if you want to split particular column, if you want to add a particular column, if you want to have a calculated column, so at that time you may create the transform data. Yes, we are going to understand it in a later stage, but yes, when you click on this button, it will be open a Power Query. If you are aware of this, then it is good. If you are not, I am here to teach you that too. So now directly without wasting the time and without transforming, yes, we can transform the data later on also. So I'm just loading the data. Okay, so let us press the load button. Yes, you can see on the screen that the different tables. What are the our tables? Yes, three tables were there, correct? Like three seats were there. All the seats are being loaded, like people, return, and the orders. Once it is done, you may see the tick mark over here. Let us wait for a while unless it is being loaded. And yes, and it is now loading the data. It will take only a few minutes. Yes, because our number of line items are there. So that's why it is taking some time. Yes, you can see all the rows are as loaded. Now, how you can understand that, how you may aware that whether our data is being loaded properly or not. So here on the right hand side, you can see that data tab is getting visible. If it is not visible, you may have to click on the these two small arrows so that your data will be visible over here. Now, once you click on this button, all the columns which are there under the order tab will be visible or will be shown over here. Okay, under the people, two columns were there. Under the returns, three columns were there. Yes, it is visible. So by this way, our data is being visible over here. Now, how you can understand that whether the data is loaded properly or not? So here on the left hand side, table view is there. If you click on the order tab, the order table will be visible. If you click on the people tab, people table will be visible. And similarly for the return. If you do not want to see the return table, or if you do not want to utilize this return table at that time, you may have to click on this button so that you can hide it. Now if you go in the report view, you can see that now that return table is not getting visible. I hope it is clear to you. And now if you want to again see it, just click over here. Our data is already loaded. The report view, the table is visible. Now if you want to delete this return table, how you can see delete it? Yes, click on this three dot button over here, okay, and delete from the model, and click on the yes. Now our table has been deleted. Now I was telling you how you can import the data from the Excel from home tab. Yes, you can do it if you have skipped first tab. So again we are going to load, but this time only return table which we are going to load. So here, from here also you can go directly in the Excel workbook, or directly you can press this button. I'm pressing this, again selecting the same Excel as our Excel sheet, okay. In this time I am going to just load only the return table. Just click and the return table, load it. Now again it is being loaded. All the remaining tables are already there, so it will be not loading, and the table has been loaded. Now I will teach you how you can load the CSV table. So just click on the get data, click on the text CSV, okay, and here on the same path where your file has been placed, you can see that CSV is being visible. You can also import the txt file, which is the notepad file, by this similar way. Here it will ask that how your file is being separated, like what is the delimiter. In sometimes like notepad, space will be the delimiter or underscore will be the delimiter. At that time, yes, you can see when you click on here, there is comma, equal sign, semicolon, space, tab, or custom also is there. If you want to have a underscore where your data is being separated with the underscore, at that time you are going to click on this custom. Currently we have already selected CSV. That means our data is being separated with the help of a comma, which is by default Excel tab. So wherever the comma is there, it is considering one column. You can see that all the columns are being properly loaded. And if you want to have enter data set, you can click it over here. And this is just a region, like which are the regions, but I'm not going to go in detail. Now let us directly load this data. Okay. And now a global superstore is being loaded. You can see that the speed of how our data is being loaded. You see, yes, here it didn't consume our much time. Why? Because it is the CSV file. CSV doesn't have any formula. It is just a values, comma separated values. So that's why it is not taking too much time. So I hope this is clear to you what I give the explanation. Now what I want you to do, you download the sheets from the resource tab, open the Power BI, load the data, delete particular sheet, again import the data, and also the load the CSV file. Go with these different things like different tables and their columns, whether it is visible or not, and also the table view. So if you do this practice, and then also we will able to move further, and see you soon in the next. Hello everyone. In the last tutorial, we are able to import the data from the Excel SX file. I have not attached the CSV file because I am not able to load it in the resource section. So although I have given you the explanation how you can import the CSV file, hope you have practiced it. In this tutorial, we are going to understand about if you assume that you have the data which is on the cloud or any particular server, and if you want to load it in Power BI, how you can load it. So that we are going to understand in this tutorial. So now let us jump to the screen. Here in the Power BI, there is another different options are there. If you want to have one lake catalog and different SQL servers, and there are multiple options are there to load the data. Here we are going to load the data with the help of the SQL server. So you just click on the SQL server, it will ask for you the server and the database. And once you give the details, the data will be loaded. But here we are going to understand if your data is on the cloud, like any particular website, and if you want the data to be loaded at Power BI. So this I will give you the understanding. So I have googled it and I directly go jump into the list of countries with their populations. So here the multiple details are there, tables are there. Yes, here how much populations are there against which country and percentage and when the counting has been done. So these are the different countries and their population is being shown over here. So this data we want to load it in the Power BI. You can load it any of the data, but for the sample being I am showing you how you can load it. So you have to copy the path, go to the Power BI. Under the get data table, you may have to click on the web. Web means what are the data you want to load it. Just paste the URL which we have copied, Control V, press the OK. Now it will take few minutes. It will connect the our data, our Power BI to their database. Once the connection has been established with Wikipedia or wherever your data has been there, you can directly utilize their website and import it over here. Don't you think this is amazing? Yes, this is the amazing, and this is the beauty. From anywhere your data is there, you can directly import it in the Power BI to analyze it further. So let us wait for a few minutes because in the Wikipedia there are multiple tables are there. Although we are going to able to see only one table, but yes, there are multiple tables over there where they have organized the data. So we may have to wait for a few minutes. Yes, our data has been loaded now. You can see that as I was discussing, there are multiple tables are there. Ye- You can see if I click on the table 3, so yes, there were one table which is for the different references. Here you have to select the tables by trial and error where what tables will be suitable to you. Yes, so this table will be suitable for us where our population wise and the country wise the data is there. What is the details in the table 1? Yes, this is not relevant to us. In the table 2 also not relevant. Table 3, table 4, all the tables are not relevant to us. So we are directly skipping this and just click over here, select this table and load it. You can see that in the few minutes our data table of the population against the country will be loaded soon. Let us wait for a while. It will take few minutes because the data is being fetched from the global cloud. So it will establish the connection between them, and once this is done, the data will be loaded. So let us wait. We need to wait. Is evaluating. You can see that our table has been loaded. Here you see that different columns with their headings and the table. Let us verify whether the table is loaded properly or not. I am just selecting this table, and yes, our data has been loaded properly. Okay, so by this way you can load the data with the help of the cloud. So try it. This may be very helpful when you want to analyze the data for a particular company. If the company has the data on the cloud servers or any server, and if you want to load it on the Power BI to analyze it, this is just you have to establish the connection. I hope you are clear. And if you are not understanding this, I request you to again check this tutorial and try to get it understand so that in future when we are loading any kind of the data, you will not suffer any problem. So by end of this lecture, I will request you to select any of the particular table from the cloud, select copy the website and directly load the data in the Power BI, any of the data. Just for the trying purpose, I will request you to download or without downloading how to establish the connection between the particular website and to load the data in the Power BI. Practice it. Okay. Hello, I hope you are able to download and load the data from the Excel CSV and or Wikipedia or like cloud-based database. Now here we are going to understand about the data type and why it is mandatory. Let us directly jump on the Power BI screen. When you load the data table will be shown over here. I already given the explanation. Now the Power BI is smart enough to automatically map the data to okay. So Power BI is smart enough to automatically map your data to right data type. But sometimes it may possible that data type will be not be mapped correctly. You may ask that what is the data type? So if assume that you have the some data like 1 2 3 4 5 and the numbers are there and the it automatically saved as a text. So if you want to do addition like 5 plus 5, so it will not save because you have saved as a data type as a text. I'm sure that you are not able to understand it. Yes, correct. So now let us do the practice. When you click over here, there are multiple. Whenever you select any particular column, the column tools will be tab will be visible. Here the name of the particular column is there. Okay, and here the data type text is visible because our the column has the text only. First of all, let me give you the here you can see that multiple symbols are being popped up. So this symbol is related to the date. Okay, calendar type, and this is the submission. And these are the different columns automatically decided by the Power BI. Sometimes it may appear that the data type will be selected as a wrong. You can see that what are the different data types are there. Let me give you first understanding. Whole number is means that it is just a number without any decimal point. Like it is the whole number, like 1 2 3 4, not like 1.1 1.2. Okay, decimal number means like it may have the decimal values like 1.22 1.345. Likewise, fixed decimal has the fixed count after the decimal point. Now date and time, which include the date and also the time, like the format is like current today date is and the today time, so both are written in the same single cell. If you select the date, it will consider as a whole date only, and the time just it is the time. Okay, now remaining things what are there will be saved as a text where the mix and match characters are there, whether it is the numbers, values, any text, any symbol, or all will be considered as a text. True, false, and the binary, which is like 1 and 0 kind of things, and the true and false. So before starting, I request you, there are two options. One, when you load the data, currently we have directly loaded without the transforming the data. Correct? Hope you have remember. At that time, the data type we need to check it by ourselves. Although Power BI is selecting the data type correctly, but it is recommended to select the data type or whether confirm the data type whether it has been selected correct or not. If it is not, then you have to update it. This is one thing. If you are doing the transform data, at that time also the data type will be automatically selected, but it is easy to track it whether the data type is selected correctly or not. Currently, what I am going to do, I am just putting our mouse to particular cell and check whether the data type is selected. Yes, it is whole number, correct. Now it must be stored as a text, correct. Now the date, yes, data type has been selected as date. You may wonder why this is such important. So whenever you are doing the analysis and assume that the date has been stored as a text, then you want to create a trend like line chart or bar chart, at that time you will suffer with the help of the data type because it is storing as a text, but you are prompting to Power BI to consider it a timeline. It will not save it, it will not consider it as a timeline. That's why it is mandatory to select the right data type. I hope it is clear. This is also clear. This is also clear, like this is for the mix and match numbers and text. Here it is the text. Let us check for all, and I am just moving. I request you to check it by yourself also, that whether this is selected properly or not. Okay, yes, everything is correct. And here it is the decimal number. Quantity, it's a whole number, because quantity cannot be the partial. Okay, unless and until it is the liquid kind of thing. Now the profit, it is decimal. Yes, here decimal, everything is correctly saved. Let us check. Our data is completed. Oh, but here you can see that in the sales table, it has considered as a text. So I will tell that this is, if I will select the whole number, our data will be converted to whole number. You see, 0.24 has been removed. So we should not do like this. Prior, we should have like it's a decimal number. Yes. Again, it will select it. But now already we have transformed our data to the whole decimal number. That's why this is happening. But let us do fixed decimal. It will work or not. I'm not sure. Yes, it is not working. So this is the point which I want to tell you, that once you select the data type, it is really difficult for us to again the load the data. So we can do one thing, we can refresh the data again. Let us refresh and wait for a minute whether it is converting our sales data to the actual one or not. And no, it is recommended to select the data type rightly, otherwise you may have this kind of problem. So let us have without whole number, it's a decimal, and save it. So I hope this is clear to you. You practice this data type, different data types, and the use of that. And in the consequent, we are going to understand about the transform the data. Okay, be with the course and happy learning. Hello, in the last lecture we were facing issues related to the decimal problem. So let us resolve this and let us jump to the Power BI screen. Okay, so we have stuck up like we are not able to getting the full details of like 0.24 which were showing earlier. So currently we have selected whole number. Now we have to select the decimal number. Again click on the yes, but still it is not showing. Okay, why? Because we have selected as a zero. How many figures we need after the decimal value, that is point. Okay, so currently we have selected as a 0. Now we are replacing a 0 to the 2 and press the enter. Still our data is not getting loaded. So this time just right click anywhere in the table and press the refresh data. Okay, so it will again seeing the data with this our database, which is XLSX. Again the figures will be loaded. You can see that finally our figure has been loaded. So by this way you can correct the data. So it is important to select the right kind of the data type. I hope this is clear to you. Hello everyone, in the last tutorial we understand about the data type. Now let us begin with the formatting our data in the Power BI. So in this tutorial you are going to understand about the Power Query and how you can utilize the Power Query to transform your data in such a way that automatically data will be updated and you can utilize that data automatically. So let us begin and jump to the screen. On the screen till now you were able to have all the tables which we have imported, like one of the sheets has three different sheets and one of the Excel sheet has only one sheet which is named as a global superstore. In the left hand side the table view, we are able to see the different datas. Now we are going to do some transformation things in all the tables, but before that we are going to implement few of the steps under the order tab. So whenever we were loading any data, let me again show you that at that time we were having one button which is called as a transform. So currently let us assume that I am loading this data, and at that time one button was coming up which is named as a transform button. So here let us assume that if you select this, you may getting this transform data button. Okay, either you can click over here or let us skip this, but what we did, we are directly working with this only. So under the order tab, we have table tools button is there. So this is mainly for the manage relationships and the measure creation and all, but this we will discuss later on. So before that, again go back to the home screen. Here the transform data is available. So mistakenly if you have loaded your data directly on the Power BI and you forgot to transform the data, at that time you may have to click over here, but it is better you clean up your data before loading. So it is recommended to transform the data. Okay, let us directly click over here and again click on the transform data button. Now the Power Query will be opened up. Here you can see, let us briefly explain you that here it is the different tables will be shown, like whatever the tables we have loaded till now. On the top side there is a toolbar. Okay, the toolbar has a different tools which we are using in the Excel sheet also and in the Power BI also. So in the Power BI currently we are in the screen of the Power Query. On the right hand side, which is the applied steps. So we were discussing on the last lecture about the data type. Do you remember? Yes, in the data type, we were selecting the type. But here, if you click on the transform data, the Power BI will smartly select particular type. And you can see over here, like it is the type has been selected as a, if you click over here and you click on the transform button, you can see that what is the data type selected over here. So if you practice, you can directly select from here also. Like here it is the 1 2 and 3, that means this is the whole number. If you select on the ABC, so what is that? Yes, it is the text. So here it is the text, here it is the calendar, here it is the calendar. So likewise our all the columns, the data type has been set. And what Power Query did, all the steps you can see over here. So this is the actions which Power Query has taken, but in some terms of some equations. So yes, we are not aware of the different equations, so it is better to utilize this tool. That's why the Power Query will be helpful. So now before loading this data, we are going to implement some steps. Before implementing, on the top side you can see the different toolbars. Under the home, there are the basic things are there, like new query, data source, parameter, queries, manage column, how to reduce the row, sorting purpose, transforming the data, and the combining the data. Under the transformation tab, here you are going to perform actual step on particular column and the row. Let's say if you want to transpose reverse row, then the flash fill downside or the top side, so splitting the column. So these are the different things are there. Here date and time column is there. So this is the transform tab. If you want to add a particular column, let's say you want to add a calculated column, at that time you are going to utilize this add column. Under the view tab, there is a monospaced or what are the different things you want to see, you can click on over here. And this is the tool, like if you facing any issues like diagnostic and all, so at that time you are going to use these. And this is the help button. So this is just a basic which are the different tabs are there. Now we are going to directly implement few of the steps. So what do you think? If you have the large number of data, first thing what you are going to do? Yes, here we have the sales data and we are going to remove the duplicates, because same order ID cannot be repeated twice or thrice. If it is there, then it will be the issue of the data. So it is better to remove the duplicates. First we'll click on this home button. Under the home, remove, we want to remove the particular rows under this column. So you select this and just press on the remove duplicates. Okay, so on the right hand side you may see that remove duplicates step is activated. That means that now again one new step has been added. So let us briefly understand what a Power Query is doing. Initially it has been loaded all the different tables, okay, as a source. Then it navigated to our order table. Then it has created or converted this first row and promoted it to the header row. Then it has selected all the data types. You can see that here you are not able to see right type. Here it has selected as a date. or ABC and 123 type, that means the text, but here the data type is our calendar or time, so that's why it has changed the data type to calendar view. Okay, and now we are implementing few of the steps. So first step we have implemented like remove rows, and now we are going to implement few of these things like in the customer name. It may possible that few of them, when any person is ordering particular things at that time, it may possible that they are not writing their name correctly. I hope you are clear. So for that, we are going to transform this data by removing some extra space. So this will become under the transform tab. Under the format, you can see that trim button is there. So trim, what trim will do? It will remove unwanted species. So let us click over here. Then now next step has been implemented. Okay. Again here it may possible that the name has been not written properly, like small letter, some has written all the capital letters. We do not want like this. So under the format tab, let's capitalize each word. Okay, so now we have implemented this. Now what are the things you want to add? You can add it with the help of this Power Query. Just think for a while by pausing this video, and if you think that this should be also added, you can add it, and you can add it and let me know also. But here one thing I want to do it right now, which is the few things over here. Let's assume that here it is the sales like 221.98, and here it is the quantity and the discount has been given, and what is the profit. Now we want to have one extra column like profit multiplied by quantity, so that net profit we can have it. Okay, so what we do, we are going to click on the add column, and here custom column we are going to create, or let's say add or multiply. Here in the standard tab, multiplies button is there. So which we want to multiply? Use values in a column. Which column you want to multiply? First it will be the profit and the quantity. So quantity. Okay, but here you can see that it has multiplied what he has multiplied. Yes, it has multiplied shipping cost and the quantity, because we have selected this one. So we do not want to like this. Yes, mistakenly I have added, though I want to teach you, that's why. Now how you can remove this? So for that, what are the steps you have implemented? You just have to click this button. Automatically the applied step will be deleted. Now again we are going to do the multiplication like under the standard, but this time we are going to multiply this with the quantity. So click on the multiply and use values in the column, row id as a quantity. We want to multiply quantity and the profit, because this is a profit per unit. And yes, multiplication has been added, but here we want to rename this column, because otherwise we cannot have the understanding. Just right click on this column, click on the rename button. Here net profit. Okay, so our column has been renamed. All the steps which we are doing will be automatically applied. And under the profit, here we can rename it as a, instead of profit, per unit, so that we can have easily understanding. So this is the discount, and this is the quantity, this is the shipping cost, and this is the total, this is the per unit sale. So here also we should do like this, sales per unit. Okay, and here we are going to multiply this quantity with the sales, so that we can have the final figure. Like multiply, select the column sales per unit, apply OK. Multiplication column has been added. Select rename and net total sales. Okay, so total sales. Yes, and press the enter. All the steps has been added. Now, what are the different things you want to add? Like, just I am briefing you. If you want to have the customer name as a split, like only first name and the last name, at that time you are going to utilize this split column. Okay, if you want to group it something like these two things like consumer and the postal code, at that time you are going to group it. Okay, these are the different things you can utilize. Currently we are just keeping these few things which we have applied. Now under the return table, you again you can also see that different steps has been applied, but here the problem is of the first row. So it should be promoted as a yes, header row. So select this. Okay, under the this button, we are going to click use header as a first row. Again we did some mistake, that's why it is adding one again column, because what we selected, yes, use header as a first row. So let us delete it. We should not delete this, but yes, we should delete this because we have demoted this. Yes, now we want to delete it for now, and we are going to select this and first row as a header. What is the first row will be called as header. Again, we are going to implement that step under the order ID, remove rows, remove duplicates. So this thing has been done, and under the people, let's assume if we can do something or not. No, the data is okay. So that is okay. I hope this is clear. By this way, you can transform your data. Now just press this close and apply button. So what are the steps we have implemented? It will be automatically transformed and directly loaded in the Power BI. You see that currently it is being loaded. So now assume that in the backend data, like in the Excel, if you have changed anything, and these steps you should not want to repeatedly do it. So that's why this Power Query will be helpful to transform your data quickly. And now our data is in good format by removing duplicates values. On the right hand side, we could have the net profit and the total sales value too. So I hope this is clear, and I request you to practice it. Unless and until you practice, you are not going to understand it. So please practice. And if you have any kind of query in this Power Query, please don't hesitate to ask me. I will be here to help you out. Thank you. Hello everyone. In the last all the tutorials, we have imported the data in the Power BI, and then after also we have cleaned our data with the help of the Power Query. Now let us connect the data, and for that we have a new section, and here you are going to understand about the dimension table, fact table, primary key, foreign key, then snowflake schema, star schema. So these are the theoretical things which is required to be understand in the Power BI. So for that this section will be very helpful, and I will tell you to all of you that please be focused on this section. Personally, I will tell you. Okay. So now let us jump to the screen, and on the screen you can see that we have opened our superstore which we were updating our data. In that the table view is there, then model view is there. So these are the different views are there. Before proceeding further, what we are going to do, we are going to remove unwanted data. So you can see that the global superstore, which is as a CSV file, which we have loaded earlier to give you the understanding how to import the CSV file. So we are directly removing this data from the model. Okay. Let us delete this table, which is unwanted for us right now. And this is also the like list of countries and territories which we have imported from the Wikipedia. So let us remove these two. So these both the tables which we have removed, which is not required right now. And if you directly go in the model view, before proceeding, let us again recheck whether our all the tables are correctly placed or not. So in the orders, yes, everything is cleaned and looked properly. Okay, and in the people tab, yes, everything is okay, and in the return, yes, everything is okay. I hope this is clear. Now here first we are going to understand about the primary key and the foreign key. To explain this, let us jump to the blank page so that I can explain you very well. Now let us assume that you have one table. Okay, and which is for our case that is, what is our main table? Our main table is the order. Okay, so this is our, let's assume that this is our order table. And in the order table, there may be different fields are there. So let us assume, let us again go back to our data. You can see that order ID, which could be always as a unique one. Customer ID, which will be also the unique one. So it may not be possible that young sex has the different customer IDs different times. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So this is the customer ID and this is the customer name, and customer IDs is the unique for each and everything. So this is called as the main key, which is unique identifier for particular table. But it may possible that in this order key, that may be possible that one person has ordered multiple line items. Likewise, only one person we are talking about. But if we talk about this person ID, its data, let's assume that here the person name is there and its whole data like address, phone number, postal code, everything is saved over here. So this is called as another table. So this we will called as a fact table, and this is called as the dimension table. Now the key is unique over here. So here it may possible that no multiple values. So this is only unique values. I hope this is clear to you. So this is called as a primary key. Let me write down over here primary key. Okay, and here this is called as a foreign key because its data is mapped under some foreign table. So why this is helpful? Let us assume that you want to analyze the data, and in one of the table you may have the order details only, but in the order details the person name is written over there, its address is mentioned in some another table. So at that time it may possible that if you want to analyze the data like in terms of region how many sales has been happened, so for that you need to connect these two tables. Okay, so for that purpose this is called as the data modeling. So let us jump to the Power BI. Can see that in the model view some relationships are created. So this is called as the relationships. Right now you just we are limit ourselves to understand about the primary key and the foreign key only, and in the subsequent lecture we will understand more in detail. So for primary key is the main key where our data is mentioned, and the foreign key is the key which is mapped to with the our dimension table where our master data is there. So I have opened one screen. You can see that this is our fact table where our main data is there with the multiple line items with the similar records. May possible, yes. But here only unique values. So here if we talk about the sales table, okay. So here customer details are mentioned, okay, product details are mentioned, region details, let assuming region details are there. So likewise, this is just a unique table. This unique values it has, and here it can have the multiple values. This is called as a fact table. This this is called as a fact table, and this is called as a dimension table from where we are going to fetch our dimensions. So I hope this is clear to you, and let us keep this thing till now, and in the subsequent I will give you how to build the relationship between the two tables, and also the different cardinality concepts and all we are going to understand to be with the course. Okay, so now it is time to connect to tables and understand more deeply so that your concept can get clear. So let us jump to the screen. Now we have two data. First of all, this is one data which is our global superstore where row ID, order date, ship date, all things are written over here, which we have already imported in Power BI. Now assume that this is the customer ID. Here it is the customer name, and we have another data which I am attaching as a resource section. I will request you all to please import download this file and also import. We are going to do it right now. Just wait for the while. Okay. So you can see that the customer name is written over here. Here also the customer name is there, but the detail of particular customer, like let's say user ID, its phone number, its PIN code, and its country. This is just a random data I have created, and its details are mentioned over here. Currently it is mentioned over here also, but for now to give you understanding, I have created two separate tables. Now we are going to connect these two tables manually. So before proceeding with that, let us first of all import our Excel workbook. Okay, I am directly jumping to the screen, and from here we are going to import our customer details data. Okay, so it is open. So this is also the important thing. When your file is open, you cannot import the data. Now let us again click over here, import it, and let us proceed with some cleaning. If it is required, then let us clean that first. So our data is getting imported. Meanwhile, let us wait. Yes. So we are going to import our sheet 1. Select this, transform the data. So we are transforming it under the Power Query. Yes, Power Query window is opened up. Let us wait for a while. Now under the sheet 1, few of the things steps it has applied. Now before proceeding, you can see that this first row we have to promote it as a header. So we'll select this and promote it to the header so that our header will be like this. And here you can see that multiple data are still there. I am seeing over here. So before proceeding, see, these two data are similar. Here also the few data are similar. So just select this column, remove row, remove duplicate rows, and the store this steps is applied. Now just click close and load it. Let us wait for a while. It is loading our data. Yes. Okay. Data is syncing over here. We need to wait until the data is being loaded. Yes, what are the steps we have applied? The data has been loaded. You can see this is important step. The table name has been written as our sheet name. Let us rename this first of all. So our customer customer details. Okay, so this is our sheet name. Just I am mentioning over here. And when we were under the this table view. Here we were selecting the different tables. So customer details tables are now visible with the applied steps. But under the model view, you can see that some of the lines are automatically visible. So these lines are created by Power BI automatically. Generally, the relations are created many very nicely, but before proceeding, we must have to cross check. So what we are going to do, we are going to align our data in such a way that it looks like a star schema. But this star schema and snowflake schema we are going to learn in the next lecture. But before proceeding that, let us create the relationship, which is our prime focus. So you can see that it has created one relationship with this customer details to order. Let us first of all delete this relationship manually, and I am just deleting it for now by right clicking and delete it. Okay, so this is you need to click on yes, this has been deleted. Now in the earlier tutorial we understand that the primary key and the foreign key. So what is our primary key? Where our data is unique is called as a primary key. So what are our data? Yes, here the customer name is unique. I hope it is clear. If we have user ID is here and it is the same as user ID, then user ID will be unique. But for now, our data is like customer name is unique. What we are going to do? We are going to click it over here. Just put it under the customer name. Automatically one table will be generated. From the customer details table, this customer name will be mapped with the to table to the customer name where it is mentioned under the order tab, and our cardinality will be one to many because one means here there are total four options: one to one, many to one to many, and many to many. One to many means that our data will be mapped in such a way that where the in one particular column it is only one time data is available. In the second uh, table the data is available with the multiple times. So this is one to many. If the case is little bit different or opposite where our data is multiple over here and here it is the single, it is called as a many to one. Okay, and If we talk about one to one, that means that unique value in the both the tables are only one times available. So this is one to one. And here it is the many to many, where the tables has the multiple values where many datas are there. So this will disturb our data. So it is better to have interlink like one to many. Okay, one to many, and this is the cross filter direction. So we are selecting as a single. Now let us save it. Let us save it. So you can see that on the left hand side it is written as a one to many, and the arrow is towards the order table. So why order is the fact table, where the fact, our data, multiple datas are there, from where we are going to analyze our reports, analyze our details. And here it is the dimension table. This is one of the dimensions for particular details, where we have mapped our all the details in the customer details tab. So whenever we are going to filter it out the data, what it will do, it will filter from one to many with these relationships. And if we just select or we drag our mouse over here, it will show that what are the relationship has been built up. So here it is the customer name to the customer name. I hope this is clear to you. Now earlier also you may seen that this is the again relation has been built up. Let us just check whether it is correctly built up or not. Put your mouse over here, check it whether it is work properly mapped or not. So here one to one, and cross filter direction is both the sides. Why? Let us check in our data in order and under the return. Yes, order id will be always unique. So let us check it whether it is unique or not. Duplicate value, if we highlight this, you can see that no highlight means no duplicate values are there. So this is the unique values over here. And if we talk about under the order tab, the same thing will be applied over here. Let us check with the duplicate values. But yes, here the duplicate, I think something is wrong, that's why it is showing. So we need to remove the duplicates before. So that, let us first check whether okay, here the data is too long. It is better to remove our duplicates value in. I hope I think we have removed the duplicates in our table. Let us check this. So by this way you also have to, many a times you have to understand and check whether how we have applied this or not. Actually I forgot, that's why I'm again going back to the power query. And let me check under the order table. Yes, we have removed the duplicate. So that means that this is also the unique values, and in our return table also the unique values are there. So that's why if I talk about under the model view, this is mapped as a one to one, because both side unique values with the cross direction filter. Here it is from left to right only. And again one relationship has been created by Power BI. Let us check which it has created. Yes, it has created region to the region. Why? Because this is our another table which is under the people. Let us go again back, whether what is there written. So here the person names and the region names are written. Okay, this table is showing about that who has handled the return order. Okay, and let's assume that from the, if it is mapping with the region to the person. Okay, so you see region to the region, but this under the return table. I hope this is clear. So here we have understand about one to many, like here one to many, here one to one relationship, again here one to many. So by this way you can create the relationship between two tables. I hope you understand this, and this concept is little bit confusing, but it will be very helpful when you are analyzing your data. Do trial and practice. I am attaching this second table which I have imported over here. You import this in your Power BI, apply the Power Query steps, clean your data, and make the relationships. If it is adding, automatically remove that and add by yourself, so that you can understand this by practically also. If you have any query, always you can ask me. Don't forget to ask me. In the next tutorial, we will going to understand about the star schema and the snowflake schema. Let us understand about the star schema and the snow snowflake schema. So let us directly jump the PPT slide first of all. So whenever your data is in such a way that, change the color first, okay, in such a way that here it is the dimension table which is mapped with the, I hope you have captured it right. Yes, this is the fact table, and with this is connected with the dimension table. So it is look like this. Okay. So this is called, that's why it is called as a star schema. Like this data is connected with this, these, and these. Now, what is the difference in the snowflake schema? So here, our fact table is that, but this fact table is connected with the dimension table, but this is also connected with some another dimension table. So for second table, let us which is I highlighted by the blue. So this blue table is called as a fact table for these two tables, okay, because these two are called as a dimension for this fact table, but this is called as a dimension for this fact table. I hope this is clear. So the structure which is being generated over here is like this is connected with this is connected with these two tables. Here it is also the same. So it is called, it is like the snowflakes. You can see on the second screen, like this is our diamond star schema, because our fact table is here. Let me change the color to the white that you can get. So this is our fact table which is connected with the different dimension tables, and here it is like the snowflakes where our flag table is connected with the multiple tables which is the fact for another dimension table. So this is just a theory and the concept. And if we directly jump to the our schema, what do you think, which kind of schema here we are using? So it is better to arrange our fact table in center. All the dimension to the fact table must be outside of this, like this, and here it is of this. So you can see that you can tell this as a snowflake schema little bit, because it is filtering the data from order table to return table to the people table. I hope this is clear. So for understanding only, I have taken this example so that you can analyze the data in such a way that your tables are interlinkly connected with each other, and you can learn it through this example. I hope you are till this stage. If not, please prepare your data till this stage so that whatever visualization we are going to create in further sections, this will be very depend on this kind of connections which we have modeled. Let's assume that if you want to have a country wise analysis of the sales, how you are going to do? Here you can see that country table, a country column is not available, and the sales are available under the order. So you need to connect these two tables. For this we have connected. If it is not connected, then you cannot have the proper visualization of your data, because the chain or interlinkation of the two tables are missing. I hope this is clear, and see you soon in the next. Hello. So I hope you were able to understand about the star schema and the snowflake schema. Now here we are going to discuss about the difference between the calculated columns and the measures. So just assume that if you have the data and you want to add a particular column in such a way that all the datas are stored row by row. So at that time you can have the calculated column. So it will create the data based on calculations or any equations you have provided in the table. I hope this is clear. And the measure is kind of, it will not store the data row by row, but it will dynamically have some values that we are going to understand in the next lecture. So let us directly jump on the screen first, and let me give you the explanation how this is working. Assume that if you want to have a margin percentage column, so what is the margin percentage? How many profit you have generated in terms of percentage against the total sales. So that column we want to add, so that against all the orders we can have the margin percentage value. So for that purpose we can add, we want to create a particular column on the right hand side which is called as a margin percentage. How to create? So let us start this. So under the model view or from the table view, you can create the new column. Either you can go to the table tools, directly click on the new column, or another way to directly right click on the particular table on which you want to add, click here and click on the new column. Okay, so now the column has been generated, but name is written as a column. We do not want to have the like this. So we want to have a margin percentage name as a column. And what will be the equation? Equation will be the net profit. See our under the orders table, the net profit divided by our total sales. So I hope this is clear. If I click the enter, automatically all the figures against based on the calculations it has pop up. But the values are currently stored as a general or decimal number. We want to have it as a percentage term. So directly go under the column tools, click on the percentage. And finally, but we do not want to have any decimal value. I am just clicking 0 and save it. You can see that all against all orders we can have margin percentage values. So these all the values are stored for all the records. And now on the right hand side, I hope you were able to see some margin percentage column has been generated and the symbol is like this. So which is little bit different than our earlier column. That means that this is indicating that this is the calculated column. Now let us create again one column which could be helpful to indicate whether our order is high value or the low value. So these all the things we are going to utilize when we are having the report, all the reports. Okay. So now let us directly create new column from here. Again, we want to have the name as a high order value, then equal to what will be our equation? Just think. Yes, total sales. But before the total sales, we want to have a if equation. If then total sales. Okay, see, if I have clicked by mistakenly, it is not completing the argument. That's why it is the error. We want to short it. So total sales is more than 1000. At that time, we want to write down as a high. And if the result is false, then we want to have a normal. So these are kind of basic equations we were using in the Microsoft Excel. I hope you are able to get it. Now let us directly click. You can see each and every orders against orders, it has generated the details like whether it is the high value orders or the low value orders. So by this way, we have created two columns, which is high order value and the margin percentage. And here you can see the symbol, how it has been generated. So I hope this is clear. In the next tutorial, we are going to understand about measures, which is not storing the value like row wise, but it is storing the any fixed values, or not fixed, but yes, it can store any values, but it in the dynamic form, not as a written form. Okay, so that we will going to understand in the next tutorial. Thank you. So yes, we were discussing about the calculated column. Now it is time to have understanding about the measures. Measures will store the value on the go, like based on the filter which we are applying at the report level, it will populate the result. I hope this is clear. So now directly let us jump to the screen. Okay. On the screen under the report view, I want to have a table. Just do not worry. This we are going to capture in the subsequent lecture, but to give you the understanding, I have created, this is the slicer based on the region. This is called as a slicer. Just understand. And on the top side, I want to have a table in such a way that against each category, we want to have a particular value like total sales value, then how many distinct customer has ordered, and average profit per order. These three things which we want to have in the tabular form. So this table I have created, but for that just assume that do we have the total of particular total sales column? So right now we do not have. So for that we want to create the measure. Just hold on. Do we have the average for this column? No, we do not have. Do we have the count of distinct customers who have ordered against all the products? No, we do not have. So let us create the new measure. We can create the new measure from directly clicking over here and also from right clicking from the particular table. So let us create the new measure. First of all, we want to have a measure total sales value. Okay. So here we want to have sum of what total sales and press enter. Just hold on. It has done something. Whether it has created anything as a column? No. But it has created one measure. See the symbol. The symbol is like a calculator symbol. So this is called as a measure. And it is just storing some values over here which is not visible currently. Just check to have the format as a proper. If you want to change it, you can change it from here. So let us keep it as it is. Now also we want to have another measure which is called as average profit per order. So click on the new measure from here. This time I'm creating from here. Now we want to have average profit per order. Okay. And what will be the equation? Yes, it is the same. Average then net profit of order table. Click close, enter. Now it has created another measure as a symbol as this average profit per order. Now we want to have a distinct customer IDs. It may possible that some of the customers are repeating ordering, correct? So where we have the customer IDs, just check first. Yes, here. But we want to have a count. How many unique customers are there? So let us create one another measure distinct customer ID name as a distinct customers. Let us write down like this. And now we want to have distinct count as customer ID, or here we can say as a whether it will be customer ID. Yes, it is the customer ID. See, I am just clicking and it has completed the equation and distinct customer has been created. Now these three measures which we have generated, we want to have under this table. So let me select the table in which I want to add not this first. Let us create the total sales. Just hold on. I know that you are not able to understand, but for now you can just go through this. So these three columns I have added which we have generated. You just see how our figure is look like. So for furniture, total sales value is 17 lakhs 91,000. Total customers have ordered as a 387 and average profit per order was 301. Now if you want to have, currently it is giving the data for only Oceania. Let us clear this filter. Okay. So without clearing, just I am selecting few of the things. See, automatically our data is changing. We do not have to generate total every time. So this is the magic of the measures. I hope this is clear. This is just an example. I want to show you that how you can generate the data with the help of measure. Now let us quickly wrap up this thing. We have in this whole section, we have understand about how to write down the text queries. Whatever equations we have written, which is called as a basic DAX, and these equations, which is similar to the Excel. So we are able to understand about the calculated columns, then DAX query, like how we have written the equations for creating the measures. See, these are the basic things we have understand in this section. I hope this is clear. And also along with that, we have understand about the model view where we have interlinked two tables with the help of creating the relationships. We have understand about the star schema or snowflake schema, how to build this relationship, and what is the one to many and many to one and all. So these are the basic things we have understand. Also, I want to tell you one more thing over here. If you click here under the model, you can easily check all the things which we have generated. So under the measures, we have created three measures. You can easily see what are the three measures we have generated. Under the model tab, it is written total how many relationships are there. Yes, total three relationships are there. How many tables? So total four tables. And in the four tables, how many columns are there? So if we click on the orders, there is the 28 columns are there and the three measures. So calculated columns are being stored under these only, and it has some different symbol you can see like this. So I hope this is clear to you, and if you have any query, you can ask me anytime. I will be very glad to help you out. In the next tutorial, that section will be very helpful, where we are going to generate most awaited different reports and all, so that you can analyze this data. What up till now what we have did will be very helpful to generate the different interactive dashboards. Be with the course. Hello. So now we are starting about most awaited section, where we are going to generate different reports layouts. Okay. So let us jump to the screen first. So what you are expecting, first of all, you just see on the screen, I have generated some analysis report over here. This same report you are going to generate in our Power BI from scratch. So here on the left hand side, I generated one bar chart. Here it is the line chart. This is the pie chart. This is the donut chart. Here it is the region wise total sales table, including the final total value. So these are the field slicers, how to slice the data, and analyze the data likewise. And let me clear this thing again. From here also you can segment, from based on the segment you can filter it out your data. You see automatically all the figures are getting changed, and this will be very helpful to analyze. Assuming that if you want to have only Asia Pacific details, you if you click over here, you can see that under the Asia Pacific, from the which region how many sales has been generated, what is the total sales value, what is the average profit per order, how many distinct customers has ordered this value, total net profit, how many orders you have fulfilled, from the which regions. So which regions the total sales are there, in between the dates, how you are your orders are getting trend, and based on the category, like how many under the technology and the furniture and the office supply. Likewise, i- whether it is the high value and how many it is the normal order. So these are the just toggle button I have put it over here. So this is the basic report which you are going to generate. Okay, in the page 2, I have generated like some similar thing that we are going to capture subsequent things. So now let us start from the beginning. Currently, let me delete all the things which and start from beginning, and let me first of all give you understanding what are the things available. So here you need to switch to the report view. Here it is the page 1. If you want to generate the another page, you need to click over here. Then on the right hand side, this the under the data, there will be the different columns names, including measures or calculated column that will be shown over here right hand side. From the visualizations, you are going to generate particular visualizations like bar chart, pie chart and all. And here you are going to select the particular field from right hand side. Then regarding any formatting of particular visualization, that will be done from here. If you want to have filter on this page or all the page, you are going to put it over here. So this is the basic thing which I want to I want to capture over here, and I hope this is clear. And from the next lecture we are going to generate about the bar chart, pie chart and line chart and all. So you will going to surely enjoy this. Hello, let us start with the different charts and available visualizations. Whatever I have just shown in the last tutorial, the similar things which that we are going to generate in our report from the basic. Let us jump to the screen. So first we are going to generate sales by region in the bar chart. Okay, when you click on the report view, you need to first of all click on the visual, and we want to have a clustered column bar chart. Okay, not stacked, it is the clustered column. Just drag it little bit down and put what we want to have it, like sales by region, total sales by region. So here where our total sales are there, yes, here it is the total sales. Just click on, or you can directly on the right, on the x-axis. First of all, y-axis we could have the total sales, and on the x-axis we could have the region. So directly click on the region, you see that our whole data or our first thing has been generated. But here it is similar, not similar like this. So this is part of the visualization. You can edit from here. But if you want to have profit also, so the- like assuming that, so you need to click on this net profit, so that there will be the two columns and which will be side by side. Okay, so this is just for example. I have let me do control Z. I have taken this example. If you want to remove it, directly you click on this and it will be removed. Go to the visual tab. We are going to have first of all title. So just write down the title. Okay, here on we want to have our whole table title sales by region. So let us keep this thing. Okay, and let me click as a central line. There are another options. If you want to change the font, if you want to change the heading like normal, or if you want to have a bold, you can input it. If you want to change the text of particular things, you can do it from here, but let us keep as it is. This is one thing. Also, in the let me again check under the x-axis whatever values are written. If you do not want to have it, you can hide it. You see bottom side the values are hiding. Okay, we want to keep it. Yes, title we want to keep it. Layout, let us keep this same. This is the for the x-axis, similar for the y-axis. So what are the other things are there? Yes, region, sales by region. This scroll button are there. Okay. So currently it is like this, and but this scroll button is not proper. So here the zoom slider button, you need to click over here. Okay. So that this slider will, but we want to have under the region. Let us first of all hide this. Click on here. We want to do not want to have here, but we want to have here. Yes, so now it is properly mentioned. Now we want to change the column color. You can select it from here, anything. Yes, the same I have selected. Now the data labels. Yes, let us apply the data label which is outside of our each and every column. Also I have put some borders. So go under the general tab, under the properties, uh, not in the properties but maybe under the effect. Yes, under the effect we want to generate a black border. Just this is the background color. No, we do not want to have a background color, but yes, we want to have a border with black color, and it could have a width of 2.2 pixels. Okay, so this thing I have generated. Now what we are going to do, just copy this, again paste by control C, Ctrl V, it little bit down, just move it based on your requirement. And here we we could have the change in the layout. Currently we have selected this clustered column chart. Now we want to convert this in a clustered bar chart. Just by selecting these you can change any of the layout. Let us check whether this is perfect or not. Oh yes, it is perfect, and our everything is done. Now let it is time to have a line chart which can have the sales versus dates detail. So before, let us first create the sales by category as a pie chart. Click outside this anywhere in this canvas. This is called as a canvas. Now we want to have a pie chart. Just click it, and here we want to have a sales by category. Total sales. Click here. Automatically it will put it over here, or you can also drag it from here. And category, against each category we want to have how many details are there. So this is the basic thing. Here also the similar things are there. If you want to do not want to have a legend, or if you want to have a technology slicer and also, but let us keep it as it is, slices. We do not want to have details. If you do not want to show the details, you can hide it. There are the another rotations are there. If you want to rotate the particular pie chart, you can do it. Let us do not go in detail. Just change the title. Total sales. Remove this. Keep it as short so that it is easy to read and everyone can easily understand. Under the effect, let us do not add the, but we want to have a border with the 2 pixel. If you want to have a rounded corner, yes, you can do it. So you see the corners are rounded, but now we want to little bit down to look this, to look like this, center a line. Now for the same figure, net profit by market, we want to have it. Just select this, copy, paste, drag it bottom side, arrange it. But here we want to have a donut chart. Select this, change the layout. But here for this time we do not want to have sales by category. Okay, but we want to have a net profit by market. From which market we could have the very good profit. So remove this, then market. Yes, we do have the market column. Select this, and total net profit. There it is. Yes, it is written over here. See, we have successfully able to add this thing. These four things we have generated. This is the clustered bar column chart. This is called as a clustered bar chart. This is pie chart, and this is the donut chart. So before proceeding, again, let us create the line chart also. So you just create the, sorry, control Z, click outside, and then click on the line chart. Arrange it first, or you can arrange it later on also. And under here, we want to have a sales versus date. So order date, we want to have it. Okay, just select it, and total sales. Here it is not look like properly. Click on this and order date. So what I have done here, it is considering date hierarchy. What is date hierarchy? So when you drop down this, it has generated some date hierarchy under which it has generated year, quarter, month and date. Automatically it is capturing some values from the date, written date. Okay, but we do not want to have hierarchy. Like if you want to have the data like from year to year comparison, at that time we are going to use. But for now we want to have a detail in such a way that it looks in trend form, and we can have the slicer both, or we can say that bar, which could help us to move around so that our line chart looks easy and understandable. Currently the data is there, but scrolling is missing. So let us jump here, x-axis, not an x-axis, but yes, zoom slider. You see, this is the zoom slider are visible now. This will be help us if you want to zoom it particular area. So based on that, you can have the trend. I hope this is clear. And let us change the title. Click again, go here, Just write down the title so that easily you can search it instead of finding everything. There are multiple things are there. Just I am teaching you important things which could be helpful for you. Sales by order date. And let us central line this. Central line. Let us put some border. Okay, are you ready? Yes. Putting border over here. Here, not in the color, but maybe here border. I don't know why. What happened? Let us again go search under the general tab, effect, visual border, apply. Click here down and increase little bit pixel. So by this way we are able to generate three things. One, two, three, four, or five things. We have captured five things in this tutorial. I hope this is clear to you. That in the next tutorial we are going to have more visuals to complete our interactive dashboard. Hello everyone. So now let us discuss about table, matrix and cards as a visual which is to be added in the our canvas. So directly let us jump to the screen. Let me show you first what is the table, matrix and the canvas and the card. Okay. So first of all, you can see if I click over here and on the visual, this is called as a matrix and this is called as a table. So what is the difference between the table? Table will be helpful when you want to have a detail in such a way that it will be shown as a tabular form. Okay, but the matrix could consider as a pivot table which we were applying in Excel. So the same way we are going to create table for the region wise total sales. So let us jump here. Just click on the table button. First of all, one pop-up will be coming up over here. From the order, we want what we want. Yes, we want to have a region versus total sales. So find out the region. Click here. Whatever the columns you are going to select, it will be automatically populate over here side by side. So you see that region and sum of total sales are there, but we want to have the detail in such a way that it will be from largest to smallest. So we will click over here, just drag it up till below like this. Okay, and here the visualization is something different. So how you can do this? Let me do again. Click over here, go in the visualization. There is different styles are present. We are going to select as a minimal or whatever you want to have, like bold header. So currently yes, we have what is there? Just go and condense. So we have condensed style is there. I am clicking over here so that our data will be more or like condensed form. Okay, just drag it and move around so that it will be arranged properly. So this is one thing. So by this way you can add on the table. Now it is time to add some matrix. Let me hide this for now and let us add matrix. So just click on this. Automatically one pop-up will be coming up. Drag it to bottom right hand side first. And here the matrix we required based on the market and its category. So if I click over here and if you go here, yes, I want in such a way that it should consider as a market like row wise I need market. Just click here. You see automatically it is coming up over here and based on the categories which will be considered as our column, you can click and drag it. And also we want to have profit, its profit, like how much profit we have generated from different category. Click it. You can see our details has been coming up. Just drag it below whatever you want to like it. Okay, and done. Now the date, these all three is taking more space, so that's why you can manually reduce the width by selecting each and every one. This is the manual workout and you need to do it as per your conveniency, so that all the things whatever you want to club you can club it. together. Okay, just let me select it. Sorry. Yeah, yes, it is little bit time consuming because we want to have proper alignment. So what we are going to do, okay, let me paste here, let me drag it up till where. Now the data is like, it is like 2-digit format. Yes, if you want to change the data, you can change it. Like under the theme, go to the values, not under the values, but specific column. Yes, in the sum of total, apply to values. So I think you need to search it where the field is available. And this exercise I'm telling you to find and consider in such a way that this point figure will be hidden and only full figure is available. So maybe it will be available. I will request all you to find it, and otherwise I will guide you. Okay, so let us skip that part for now. I am just keeping it over here. From here I do not want to have the total which is available row wise, and yes, we need total for all the columns. Select, go here under the visuals, column subtotal we do not need, but row subtotal we need. And here the sorting has been done based on whatever you want to do. Like currently it is Africa and all, maybe it is based on the total. So let us uh, click over here, okay, and hide it. So likewise you can add the different things. And also if you want to add the header, like go here, you need to add the title. Just search it, quickly search, and maybe you need to click on, just here type what you want to do, market versus category profit, market versus category profit. Okay, so our heading has been coming up over here. Likewise you can add on if you want to have a border. Let us go here in the general effect, visual border on, and the color if you want to select, and the border you can give. Same thing we want to apply it over here. See, this is the format painter that I want to teach you. You can select whatever properties you have assigned. Just click on the format painter and apply where you want to do. So whatever properties you have selected, it will be automatically applied to the format painter area. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so likewise we have added. Now it is time to add these things. So total sales figure we want to add first. So this is called as a card. Card will be one unique value that will help you to add based on the selection parameter. Just select and here you remember we have generated one measure which is for the total sales. Just click it. You see the figure is matching. Just reduce and adjust based on your conveniency. Let me put it right now like this. The text height is little bit high, so let us reduce this under the property, not in the property, but here you need to search it, data format, that I have to search it because this is trial and error. Whatever things you want to add, you can add it based on your requirement. Currently let us keep this as it is. Just let me little bit reduce, and I think this text, let us search it. Okay, yes, it is not available. Size, let us find from the size. Yes, it is call out value. So let us reduce to 30 for now. Okay, press enter. You see the figures size has been reduced. Now reduce the box size. Okay, and done. So by this way you can add it. Now what you do, copy and paste, drag it, move it and paste wherever you want. Here we want to have a average profit per order. Instead of this, go here, remove this, and just click here so that average profit per order will be visible. Copy, paste, paste it here, and distinct customer. These are the things which we have generated. Let us remove as a measure. Do you remember? So by this way you can add it, copy, paste, drag it, a sum of net profit. We want to add it. So let us click it over here. Before clicking, you need to remove this and select this so that the figure will be coming up. And now we want to have a sum of total order quantity. Okay, sum of quantity. So let us remove this and sum of quantity. Just find and edit. So likewise, we were able to add, and you can select all, drag it little bit, and if you want to do a formatting for all the things simultaneously, you can add it. Let's assume that if you want to have something as a effect as a visual border, so let me click so that I can show you. Let me increase little bit. You see all the borders has been applied. Now our table is not properly arranged, so put it in such a way that it looks good. Okay, so this is the trial and error things, and you need to do it manually, okay, with the help of dragging and using the mouse and all. So I hope this is clear. By this way we were able to have all the things like these cards we have added. We have added the table. I think the table formatting is little bit different, so let us have a condensed fill. And here also the title we have added here. If you want to add the title, you can add it. So by this way you can do whatever you want to add it. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box and I will be very helpful. I will try my best to give you the outcome. I will request you. I am although attaching this as a attachment up till now, whatever workout has been done, but it may possible that data modeling will not work in your PC. So I will request you to please do it manually so that you can create this kind of dashboard easily. See, all the formatting which I am applying, that is based on my requirement, which I have already predefined that whatever things I can do so that my layout looks good. But for your case, it may possible that you may have to do trial and error so that your report looks good. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, thank you. Let us add some text and some boxes so that your visuals can look attractive. Let us jump to the screen. You can see in my example, I have added one box as a little bit of light purple color with the superstore dashboard that we are going to add in so that it tells us that what we have created this report. Okay, so under the insert tab you may have the shape and text box buttons are there. Okay, so let us directly create text box first. Select its shape is like this only. Rotation, no, we do not want to have any rotation. As a color, we could have light blue or light purple color. Okay, you do not want to have the border, just remove it. Yes, we want to have a text. There are two ways. If you want to add text manually, you can edit with the help of text box button, or you can directly click on so that the text you can write it down like superstore dashboard. Okay, so that you can write it down. And you, if you want to have a bold and then the color as a black, can do it. And or if you want to have a little bit height size increase, is the size, arrange it based on your requirement. Let me hit that it good and put it over here. This way I was able to add it. I hope this is also clear to you. Yeah, this is the store dashboard. This is the small tutorial that I want to edit over. In the next, we are going to add this KPI gauge, and here the slicers, different slicers. Okay, so that we are going to add in the next tutorial. Be with the course and enjoy your. Now let us add slicer gauges like half ball gauge and our target goal oriented, which is called as a KPI. So now let us jump to the screen. So on my screen, you can see that left hand side, top side, I have generated one thing which is called as a KPI. So if I click over here on the right hand side, you can see that KPI symbol here. So KPI is for when you want to track something. Like here we have track and compare the figure of average profit per order with the goal. So you can see that on the right hand side as a parameter, I have created value as average profit per order, and under the trend axis we have generated order date as a year only, and target profit I have added. So what is the target profit? For that, first of all, we may have to create one measure so that we can compare it our thing. Currently we do not have any ruling everything or anything. That's why we have to generate some measure is called as, let us click here, it is working on that. Okay, but here see, measure has been generated under the customer detail, so we do not want to have it over here, but rather we want under the order tab, right click and click on the new measure. Now we will give as a name target order value as value. Let us assume that 200 we want to add as a target. That measure we have generated. Again go back to our report view, and under that one KPI button is there. Click on this, and here there are three things we need to add. First, which is called as a value. Value means, for our case, it is average profit per order. How the value is moving, right? And against that we want to also have the date, order date, so that the trend will be proper. And from the date hierarchy we need only year. Okay, so this is the yearly trend and its average is 222, and our target is, so our target will be and paste it or drag it over here, which is set as a 200. So our goal is 200 and currently it is 22, so which is good and inline, that's why it is showing as a green. Now assume that if our target order value is, instead of 200, it is 50, 250 will be the higher number against our average order value. Are you getting? So when we click on 250, this will remain same because it is average. So it is under 11%. That's why it is showing as a red. I hope this is clear. So this is the thing which you can add based on your requirement. This is just for example. I have selected particular value. If you have any particular value as a rolling average and all, that you can add it. Let me reduce the size, and instead whole long text, let us little bit change this, or yes, goal we want to read, pull out value for the title. Let us read, hide the title, right? The figure will be shown. We arrange in such a way that currently based on my available space I have to change it. Okay, so here shape I have to reduce the text size. I have to find it again, text step. Let me reduce that. This can easily set up. Just this is a random thing that you have to arrange it based on your, and let me play. Now another thing which I have generated as a gauge. So gauge is when you want to compare things with the minimum and the maximum value. At that time you are going to use it. So for our case, average order value or average profit per order will be look like this. And here in this gauge, if you want to have minimum value like threshold, above these only this should work. For our case, let us assume that our target value is target order value. So if I select, you see our target is visible. And here there is one important thing as a fill color, target color as a blue. See, if I want to have like this, can add it. Now the different gauge axes are there. If you want to have minimum starting from 100 and maximum instead of a 40 430, want to have just, let's say, 260. See, our gauge will be filled accordingly. Let us remove this, enter, remove this, enter, bit auto, being okay. Now it is auto. So it will automatically capture what is the minimum and the maximum. Here, if you want to have a color combination, uh, like instead of blue, if you want to have some little bit different color, or if you want to have like border and all, you can add it. Here color is available under the visual fill color, as let us select based on our theme. I hope this is clear. And this is the target label. And if you want to change the text for the target also, like purple, like pink color, yes, you can select. So likewise, I have added for gauges. Arrange it based on your requirement, and that's it. Currently, I am just placing this here so that we not waste our time. Now it is time to add here as a slicer. So this is slicer will be helpful when you want to slice your data for a whole report. Here, the button is available as a slicer. Just click it. Okay, drag it wherever you want to add it. I have sliced my data based on the segment, like who has ordered our value. When I click on the segment, automatically field has been selected over here. Just drag it and place it wherever you want. Place it. Place it. Grip this. Let us apply some color under the effect. No, we do not want to have a background color, but just we do a border with the 2 pixel. So this thing I have added. But here also one another thing as a slicer I have added, which is for the category. So what we are going to just select this, copy, control V and control paste, drag it, and instead of the segment, we want to have as a category. So find it where the category is available. Yes, it is available over here. But instead of this, let us change the layout. Like slicer setting, instead of vertical list, let us have tile list. I hope this is clear. And few things I have applied like color, fill color and all that you can do it. But let's, if you have the page information instead page, I have to select this first, go under the general effect, background color. I have selected, this is the background of this whole tile. So let us do control first, and that you have to find it where it is. I also will, yes, multiple selection. If you want to have a multiple selection, you have to select this under the values. This is the font color, and under the background I have applied it orange. This thing I have applied. I hope you are getting, and also borders I have applied. So by this way you can add on this KPI button, gauge button, and slicer button. Now let me show you usage of the slicer. When I click on the consumer, whole data of mine is changed. Let me put it from this right and bottom left hand side. So the only consumer related the data is showing. But if we want to have a consumer and the furniture, just select the furniture. You see how much consumer has ordered under the furniture as 8.87 million sales, average profit, total customers. So likewise. But if you want to have a corporate too, just control and select particular thing. All the figures, datas, everything will be arrange accordingly, like which region, what are the categories based on the market, its value, percentage. So these are the different things. If you want to clear it, just select again, like select. So by this way you can select all again. But here, if you want to select control, press control and select the all. That again we are back from where our data has been set to generate. So by this way you were able to add some best dashboards. Now if I click outside, and if you want to add some canvas background, so how you can do it? Just I am adding one background as a, let's assume that I want to have this as a background. I'm selecting this as an image, and it's fit the fill, the transfer check. Yes, it is visible. So I hope this is clear how this is working. So currently we have selected this background as a white color. That's why it is showing as a white. Are you getting or not? Dot area background. Here also you can select if you want to select particular image. Likewise, let me do control Z. So by this way, you can generate any of the good dashboard. I hope this is clear to you. See you soon in the next tutorial. Thank you. Hello everyone. So I hope you were able to create the visuals in early as per our earlier tutorial. Now let us jump to the screen, and here we are going to understand about some of the hierarchy and what its meaning. Before that, you can see that earlier our background was having white and like this, and now right now it is clearly visible. So how you can do this? So for that I have taken one example. You have to select the visual, go to the formatting, and under the general, the tab under the effect, we want to do the transparency. So let us increase the transparency so that automatically the back based on the background image selection, the color will be popped up and white will be selected as a background. So in my earlier example we were discussing from these, like this we were able to create, but right now we have created like this. I have just rearranged everything in such a way that it looks good and easy to understand. Like this tab I have placed nicely here, superstore dashboard, and here the our uh, this tab I have placed over here. So here was some space is there. Yes, we are going to utilize that in subsequent lecture. So before that, let me show you one thing which we are going to discuss right now, which is called as a hierarchy. If I select this visual element, here you can see under the order date, under the order table, if I click on the drop down, you can see that automatically date hierarchy has been selected. So whenever, let me again remove, whenever we are clicking over here, automatically it is capturing many things. So if we do not want to have a hierarchy, just wait, I will explain. We can directly write down order date. So all the figures now are maintaining as a date. Okay, and you see when I am selecting, nothing is visible here if behind the this filter sign. So if I click over here and click under the date hierarchy, you can see that few of the icons are coming up, and our trend is now has been changed. So it is currently like year on year trend. And if we want to drill down, you see our detail will be like this. So let me drill down with this button. So it is giving us based on the quarter. Now it is giving us based on the month wise as the hierarchy is being maintained. If I click over here, you see our details are now based on the day on which day higher number of sales are getting generated. So likewise you can do, and now let me again go back above, and likewise our data can be modified. But here we are going to create one hierarchy manually. How to create? So I am clicking on the page 2. Just for the example, I am taking this under the category. We are going to have one subcategory. So first of all, you need to click the right click on this category and click on the create hierarchy. You can automatically it is creating some hierarchical symbol with the category hierarchy as a name. Okay. So it has placed something as a category under this category hierarchy. And now we want to move subcategory. Right click and let me again right click over here and just go here, and we have created one hierarchy, so we are placing this hierarchy to the category hierarchy. Okay. Now if we check under this, there are two things are visible. So let us create some table. Instead of the table, let us have some bar chart so that I can give you the explanation. So the column clustered chart, and in that I am going to have the net profit, or you can select the total sales also, so there is no issue. But let me select the net profit. Now you can see that our table is visible properly with the bar chart. Okay, and here the symbol is coming up. Whatever we have selected on the right hand side as a category hierarchy, x-axis, it has created some hierarchical data like category and the subcategory. If we drill down, let me drill down with this button, go to the next level. You can see that here it has drilled down our data to the next stage. Okay, and if I click on this button, it is moving up. If I click expand all down one level hierarchy, you can see that what are the different things under the furniture. There are these kind of categories are there. Under the office supply, these types of categories are there. So likewise it has given us the detail. You see, I hope you are clear with this. So what we did, we have created hierarchy, and in that hierarchy, on the right hand side under the data, we have created and moved the subcategory to that particular category, and we have created this simple clustered bar chart, uh, clustered column chart, so that I can give you the explanation. So likewise, you can add your visuals based on your requirement. Yes, again, the same things are there. If you want to change any visuals, format visuals or anything, you can change it from here. So I hope you are clear with this. This is just a small example which I want to cover it. That's why I have covered it over here, which is named as a drill through and all hierarchy. I hope you were able to create some hierarchy in your table, like in the order table. And now we are moving further. So let us jump to the screen first. See, on the right hand side, there are multiple visuals are there. One is map also, that we are going to cover in the next tutorial. But before that, there are many a times it may possible that these visuals will be limited to you, but it is also good to utilize these available visuals so that 90% of your work will be completed with this kind of visual only. But sometimes if you want to import some of the visuals, you need to create uh, you need to click on the get more visuals. Okay, when you when you click on that, on the Power BI, there are all available visuals are there. So there are multiple things are there. You can take any of that and trial, and with the trial and error, you can edit your data. So for now, you can see that there are number of visuals are there, but for now we are going to only utilize the toggle button. So let me find, or you can directly search the toggle. Okay, just write down. And here we are going to use this advanced toggle button. Just click on this, it will load. But make sure, always remember that whenever you are adding any of the additional visuals, it will here before that you need to click on this add button. Let us add, so that it will be load over here. It will load your visual. So I will not recommend to add any external visuals, but just this is for the example. I am giving you the idea how to use this. So when I click on this tab is available over here, and here we are going to have the column which we have created with the help of if command. This is if DAX, right? Here which is called as a high order value. And now let us drag this high order value to our field. If I click on this, you see that our high order value is toggle is generated. Let us modify little bit. based on your requirement. And under the visuals, if we have anything under the switch, if it exact match for what on, and for off, that will be normal. The shape will remain the round. Switch for on color will be the, let's say, purple, and switch for off color, let's say, as a blue, that I have selected. So currently it is under the off stage, that's why it is just showing us the detail for the normal orders. I hope this is clear. And if you want to have some properties like position, effect, here if you want to change the transparency, you change it. And a border, if you want to add, you can add it. Now let us drag this whole toggle button by clicking these three dot, place it, reduce the size. Okay, okay, done. So I hope this is clear. By this way, you can import any of the toggle button or anything, any visuals. This is just as an example I want to teach you. That's why I have covered it. But I will request not, I will always recommend not to use any additional visuals because it will lag your report and it will take more time to load this. It is better to not to go with this toggle button. I hope this is clear. Let us check whether this is working or not. If I click, see the color has been changed, and based on that the values has been changed. If I put it under the offside, that means again the values has been changed. So by this way you can import any of the toggle button. I- So now let us add some global map type visuals. Let us jump to the screen and let me help you in this regard. So first of all, we are going to create some new page. Let us zoom out little bit. You need to click on this map, just click on, and here we want to have a report in such a way that which person has covered the written orders or who have handled the written orders. So that report I want to see, and from which city it has been written. So if I click on the map, and then after we want to have how much sales revenue as a total sales, so that just click, so it will be work as a bubble size. Okay, one thing. And against which city, so just select the city, just drag down. You can see that some of the figures are coming up, but the data is large, that's why it is not loading properly. We want to limit our data. How we are going to do? So we want to have a only returned as a filter, because I want to just track from which region my order is getting returned. So you need to click on the return and place it over here where add drill through filter tab is available. So this will help us to filter it out our data. Again here on the left, if I click over here on the filter, here also the same thing is available. If I click on the yes, currently only drill through return orders are getting visible. And now also I want to have this returned I have added. Okay, who has handled this order, that table I want to have it. So I am clicking on the here I am clicking outside first, then the person, and how many sales, how much sales. Yes, so let us select again the total sales value. Here who has handled these orders, and again the same thing is applied over here, like written as a yes. So this is the thing, and this will be very helpful. Who has handled how many orders and from the which region. Now just think how this is giving us the data from among, among all the tables. Just think. Let me give you the idea. We have filtered through written, but the region is already common with the people. So this is fetching the details from this region tab, like from the people, the person name is there, and who has handled the written ordered, and it is mapping our data with the help of region to order ID, and this ordered ID again come back to the order table. So likewise it is giving us the data. I hope this is clear. If you are not getting understanding, then I will ask you to create this data in the Excel form so that you can understand this very well. So I hope this is clear. This is third page which we have generated, like who has returned the order, who has handled the order, and from the which region the order has been returned, and it's how much sales, like from the Romania, this uh, this city, Oksana person has handled this order and with the value is 5284. So this is just a example. Let me again do control Z and okay, so let me control Y, and here again we are back to our data. I hope this is clear. So this is completing your all the visuals which I want to cover it for now, mainly focusing on which are widely used visuals. Under the page one we have covered this card, then this bar chart, column chart, then this line chart, donut chart, pie chart, then table, then matrix, this kind of what, yes, it is a gauge, then this KPI, then we have also added the text and background. We have also added the background color for particular visuals as a image. We have imported image. Also we have added some external visuals with the help of this toggle button. Then also we understand about the slicers, like this is a tile slicer, this is a checkbox type slicer. And after that we have also understand about the drill through and its hierarchy and all. And again we have covered one map related data analysis. So this is completing your visuals. I hope this is clear to you, and you are enjoying, then please make sure to review so that we it will help us to motivate, and we are going to add more things in subsequent lectures. Hello, so let me cover one small things. Earlier we were adding one table. Instead of that, let us convert that table to the tree map. Let us jump to the screen, and actually I have converted, but let me again go back. Our table was look like this, and we want to change it to in such a way that it will more interactive kind of thing. So just select this and click on the tree map. The data will automatically changed in terms of a tree map. The benefit of this will be when you want to click particular few of the persons and you want to filter your data, automatically the data will be filtered it out accordingly. So by this way you can filter your data with the help of tree map. And other visuals are available. Mainly what are the widely used visuals are there, that I have already covered over here as a bar chart, pie chart and all. But a few of the visuals are there like waterfall chart. How this will work, this will consider as a baseline as a one column, and it will add some of the data like adding, and then after removing something, and the final will be coming up. So this is called as a waterfall chart. It is like waterfall diagram. Okay. Funnel will work as a center line as a baseline, and it will segregate the data both the sides. The scatter chart will be helpful when you have the data in such a way that in scatter manner, where you have two axes are there like x-axis and the y-axis, where the data are scattered. At that time you are going to use this scatter chart. So this is the just the basic thing which I thought that let me cover this so that you can have a idea. You can also try by yourself and you can practice it. If you have any query, always I am here to help you. Thank you. You can have very good understanding in terms of how to create the visuals and then data analysis. This is the first part, to create the data. Now it is important to have data visuals sharing. Okay, so let us jump to this screen first. When I click over here, and we have created three pages, page 1, page 2, page 3, and in that we want to publish. So top side one button is available, publish button. Click on that, and yes, it is this. Yes, we are going to this. Take some time, publish the data, and we are just selecting my workspace as sharing the details that my data will be saved on particular location. Like this is workspace. Okay, so it will take some times, and yes, it is now succeeded. What you have to do, you have to go in the Edge browser, just type app.com and press the enter. When you click enter, it will load, and directly you have to go to the my workspace section. So on the my workspace, the reports which you have published be visible over here. Our our report was, this is the schematic model. We do not to use this, but our Power BI dashboard is Superstore. If I click over here, it will give us the idea of the Superstore and its all pages. See, on the left hand side will help us to jump the data one page to another page. You can rename it from the Power BI. Let me rename it like this is main dashboard. Okay. This will be our drill through category example, drill through, and here we can have map, map visualization, enter. Let us publish this again because we need to publish it so that it will be loaded to our workspace. Correct? It will take some time. Effect will be implemented. Yes, the data set replace that. Click replace will take some time. So yes, now it is 8 for Power BI. Then my page. Let us refresh the page and we are going to open up our my workspace named as Superstore. Click on that. Now our page name has been changed. Left hand side will help you jump from one page to another. So if you want to jump to the dashboard page, you can jump it. You can work around like whatever you want to do. If you want to have the furniture related detail, just click. All the figures will be updated. Clicking on I want to have a office supplies detail. This is just clicking. All the figures are getting changed. I am also able to read from larger to smaller. And if I want to have only the central US related data, I can select this. The figures are converted to a selected parameter. And also I want to have a change of the toggle button like from normal to high order value. Yes, it will work and base data is changed. Now let me give brief what are the other things you can do it. Build through and this is map visualization basic thing. Now if you want to have bookmark particular report, just click here, okay, and add to personal, name it dashboard score, giving you as a dashboard source. It is now saved as under bookmark. I wherever I am, any of the page I am there, I can directly jump with the help of directly this bookmark. One thing. Okay. See, I am clicking over here, automatically I am jumping to the main page. If I want to put this file, I can download it with image or anything. Yes, you can export it. Like the direct tab is available as a PowerPoint. You can directly export it. I'm not going to detail, just you can try it by yourself. To share it, any of the third person, share it. But here you have to give the permission based on organization rules. If you want to set particular alert, like okay, so let's say for this card, total sale value is increased from 30. At that time, you must have an Teams or email. This will help you to create alert. Right now, we are not going to go in detail. Just for explanation, I am helping you. Just a monitor, no any. That's it. The main thing you can walk around, get the understanding like how there are two things. Let me give in summary that one is Power BI in yes, one is Power BI desktop where it will help you create the dashboard or create any reports where we are going to have data modeling, different tables, its cleaning, data visualization and all. So that is available in our Power BI desktop. And what currently I was showing you is called as a Power BI services, where this will be mainly used for the manager and all who want to analyze this data. For you also, when you created anything, and after that it is required to create again and again. So at that time you are going to just analyze the data. I hope this is clear. For that purpose, we're going Power BI services. Just the small idea. Okay. So earlier we have understand about the Power BI services and Power BI desktop application. Okay, let us jump to the screen and let me give you the understanding more in detail. So we have created our whole report. Left hand side the pages are there. What are the pages or what are the visuals we have generated? But in all the visuals, if you thought that these visuals will be very helpful for me, at that time what you are going to do, you want to have your own visuals from this number of visuals. So let us assume that you are only working with distinct customers. How to do it? Just click this distinct customer and click on the pin visual. Okay, so one pop-up is coming up. We are going to create one new dashboard, or you can select as a existing dashboard. Currently I have created one as a trial name. You can create a new, and you can give your name too. Just click that. Okay, and if I click on the go to dashboard, see, our trial is coming up over here. Actually, earlier I have added some another thing. On the left hand side, you can see this is added own visuals. Now let us again go back to the superstore and let us add some more visuals, whatever you want to like it. Let's assume that yes, you like this. Just click here. I want to add on the same and click on the pin. Just close it. Again, I want to have this donut chart also. I am clicking here on the pin button. Yes, on the trial I want to add as a pin. Okay, now if I go in the trial, there are all the visuals are available. I can work it anywhere, like if you want to have like this, and like this way, like you want to have a donut chart first, then after this figure, and distinct customer you want to have it over here. So this is more interactive kind. You can ask anything over here, like Q&A sessions, if you want to do it with your team. If you want to share this your own visuals to the team, you can share it. You can have a save a copy, or here from the manage permissions you can define the particular person who want to have only particular permission to view and edit and rearrange it and all. So that kind of things you can do it from here. So this is the basic thing which I have generated with the help of the superstore. Now let's assume that you have multiple. Let me open my workspace. Here it is my workspace, and here in my workspace I have another crash course related Power BI report. Okay, I am clicking over here, and from this Power BI another report, I want to have this as my pin under my this visual, and I want to have under my trial dashboard. So I am clicking on the pin. Now this trial will help me to generate two Power BI reports, two dashboards at one single place based on my requirement. So this will be very helpful. This is called as a workspace. You can create your own workspace and you can share it among your team. You can have your permissions. So likewise, I hope this is clear to you. And that's it for now. I hope you have enjoyed this all the lecture series. If you have query, again and again I'm asking, you can always ask me anytime. Hello, so let me summarize. First of all, many congratulations to you all, as you are able to completed all the sections. I hope you have enjoyed a lot learning with me, and also many things I hope I was able to clear to you to for the understanding. Also, you have learned something new in this whole section. So let me summarize what we did from the scratch and how this will help us. This helped us to learn it. So first of all, we have understand about different tabs like home, insert, modeling. What are the different tabs are available? Under the home tabs, we were imported the data with the help of CSV file. Then also we have imported the data from the Wikipedia. Also XLSX files we have loaded. Once the data has been loaded, we worked around to cleaning the data by clicking the transform data. So the we understand about the table queries where we have transformed our data in such a way that it looks very good and easy to understand. So this thing we have covered it. After that, once the data has been cleaned, we go under the model view where we have understand about the star schema, snowflake schema. We have created the relationship between the two tables, and in to create the interlinking, so that our data can be filtered like one to many, many to one to one, and all. So these things we have applied under the model tab. The table tab we have understand. Also we created some calculated columns here, and also we have created some measures like this symbol. So I hope this is also clear to you. And once the data backend work has been done, we directly jump to the report view where we have generated this interactive report where by understanding about the sales, like all the data, based on the data available, we have created column chart, then bar chart, then line chart, pie chart, donut chart. This we have created. Also we have added some text with the some like square box. Also we have added some card, KPI, gauges. Also we have added external visual tools from their available store. Also we have added table. We have applied some formatting on the table and all the visuals. Also we have added some metrics, which is like a pivot table type in similar to Excel. And after that we have added some slicers to slice our data to understand it easily. So this thing we have created. After that we have also created some drill through exam. We have taken drill through examples where we moved some category to larger to its subcategory, and we have created these visuals, and we have also gone through this like lower and drilling of the data. Also we have understood about the map visualization and the salesperson uh, who has handled the return order. So by this way we have analyzed our data. Once that has been done, we have shared this data to our workspaces, like in Power BI services tab, where we analyzed our data easily by clicking any of the things and slicer and all. So these are the different things we have understand, where our data was automatically updated based on the filter applied through each of the pages. So this thing we have understand. We also understand about how to bookmark particular page, how to jump from particular page to particular bookmark page. This thing we have understand. Also we have pin our particular visuals so that it will be reflected under our own created workspace visual. Likewise we have imported few of the visuals from two different Power BI dashboards. So I hope this is clear. Also we briefly touched upon how to share this thing, how to manage rights for particular person so that they can edit or view or customize it. So these are the things we have covered. So that is end of this tutorial, and here from the starting from the basic we have covered all the things which are required to be an expert in the Power BI. I hope you have understand it, and still if you have any of the doubt, I am here. Before that, I request you to please download all the resources where I have provided in all the subsequent lectures, and download it, practice it by yourself. And still any of the query, yes, again and again I am telling, because I know that this is difficult, but if you practice well, nothing is impossible. Okay, so with that, let me stop here, and see you soon. Thank you so much for this course. Thank you.